Mic check 1, 2. Yes, sir. I'm Tyler, and I will be serving as your air traffic control officer, directing your attention to all the news coming in and out of the airwaves.
And I'm Zach. I will be your tour guide. I advise you to keep your hands and feet inside the rides at all time while I alert you of everything and everyone coming to town, along with various other noteworthy selections.
Together we are the men of the mic, and you're in the airwaves, baby. Now, what have you got in rotation this week, Zach? I want to see what you got.
This week, like a couple weeks ago, I've been listening to a lot of Alex Warren. His new album comes out next week, so I'm getting ready for that. He just had a new song drop from that album that I've been listening to.
What's it called?
It's the Rescuer one that I mentioned last episode. Cool. So I've been listening to that to see what other type of things he may have within this album. But what about you? What have you been listening to?
Well, for me, I've been kind of hyping myself up for a new announcement or a new release date too, because I've been listening to a lot of Ghost, and it's because they've got a new movie coming out. It's their second installment. It is called Too Big to Rig. It's going to be more of a concert film. The last one had more of a plot and narrative. This one's kind of more of a documentary, and I'm really hyped for it.
Nice.
Opening night's going to be on Wednesday, the 26th of this month, and me and my parents are planning on going with a few other friends to that, and I'm really excited for it. It's going to be in town, too. It's going to be at the Cinemark in town, so we don't need to go, on any major car ride or anything. It's going to be pretty sweet.
That's the best part of movies, though, just the trip up and down.
It'll be convenient, though. I'm excited for the movie anyways.
Yep.
And just in case anyone's wanting it, I'd say my favorite song is Square Hammer from them. So if you want a starting point on what to check out from Ghost, that song's definitely a big one that I'd recommend. It's one of their biggest tracks for sure. And speaking of movies, it's really interesting that we're able to talk about so many movies on the music show, but it's pretty noteworthy, I'd say. Ghost aren't the only band releasing a movie this year. Linkin Park have a concert film / live album coming out, and it's called Unshatter. Trailer's out now, and there's a live video of Somewhere I Belong. The movie was filmed in Sao Paulo, Brazil. And the soundtrack, the full soundtrack is going to be out on the 25th of September, with the movie releasing on the 30th of September. And tickets are already on sale. They went on sale on the 13th, 4 days ago from when we're filming. So get your tickets now before they're sold out. And I think we're going to dive in with our leading story. That was a nice segue, but this is going to be kind of the meat of the show now. Slipknot. Do you know the band at all? Do you know Sid Wilson? He kind of does the DJ turntable stuff for the band.
I know a little about him.
Well, he has apparently left the band. It's insane. He's one of the originals from the self-titled 95 album, and he's one of the ones where people were like, if he goes, then that's kind of the end of Slipknot. It's such a weird situation. This was a rumor from the beginning of the month, it feels like, but Slipknot officially confirmed it yesterday, said effective immediately they're no longer associating with him, wished him the best in his future endeavors. And the interesting part, not the interesting part, but the most newsworthy part is what Kelly Osbourne has had to say too. It's been a bad few months for Sid. He left the band, or he got kicked out of the band. It sounds like something happened between them where they wanted to kick him out instead of him leaving, on his own accord. But also Kelly Osbourne, the daughter of the late great Ozzy. The two were engaged for a while, but I think back in May they divorced, and she's had some shit to say herself, I guess. There's been plenty of smoke around those two that kind of adds to the drama of the situation, might add some fuel to the speculation about what happened, but we're just reporting the news. We're not going to do any speculating on that. You can do that yourself. I'll just kind of give you what she said. This was on Instagram. It's deleted now, which is interesting, but I'll just give you the cliff notes. She said, "Strange how the loudest defense of the guilty is rarely innocence, it's distraction. When the mask slips, they don't face the mirror, they throw it at someone else." Furthermore, she said, "My son's little heart once beat right beside mine, so trust me when I say I will protect it at all costs." That sounds heavy, first of all. That sounds like a heavy situation. And then she also said, "Wake the fuck up and take some responsibility. I will not take your shit anymore. I'm done. I want to be happy and have a beautiful son to raise. Leave me alone. Let me heal. I can't protect you from yourself anymore." And she closed out her little rant by saying, "Also, while I'm at it, can I have my dogs back and all my possessions? Oh yeah, and maybe some child support." So things sound messy in the Wilson Osborne household, if there is a household between the two anymore. Lots of drama, and I'm not one to be able to say what's good and what's bad and what's like disappointing and sad with the situation. It doesn't sound like anyone's really in the mood to elaborate or talk about it either. Everybody's being super vague about the situation.
Yeah, definitely.
Definitely.
And we'll hopefully hear more in future times, though.
Yeah, we'll definitely keep you updated if there is any more details that emerge, but for now, this is kind of all we've got, but shit sounds heavy. Slipknot and Sid and Kelly are kind of in a messy situation now. And just on the surface level, I can say this too. It's just sad to see what Slipknot looks like in 2026. Like, it's sad to be a Slipknot fan because so many members are coming and going for various situations. Again, I'm not one to speculate or make assumptions about who's in the right and who's in the wrong, but just surface level, there's a lot of drama going on, and it feels like Slipknot definitely have more years behind them than they do in front of them, more projects behind them than they do in front of them too, even. So, like I said, we'll keep you updated if any more details emerge, but for now, the news cycle keeps on rolling, so we gotta talk about some new releases now. There's a lot that's come out recently, so we can just dive straight in and say Ariana Grande's got a new album out. That's probably one that people are gonna want to hear about, so it is called Pedal. It is out now on all streaming platforms, and we'll probably give it a listen ourselves. I'm curious about how it sounds. Next up, we got Shania Twain. This was back in July. We somehow missed this, but it's a 15-song album called Lil Miss Twain. Again, it's everywhere and out now for anyone that wants to give it a listen. And next, we got a surprise EP from Foo Fighters. It's a live EP called Foo Fighters Are Playing Where? Volume 2. It is recorded from the Irving Plaza in NYC and the Starland Ballroom in Sayreville, New Jersey. The track list is online if you want to check it out, but it's also exclusive to Bandcamp. It's a pay-what-you-want model, but the proceeds are going to local charities in the Jersey and NYC areas, so that's pretty cool. And next we got a new single from Shabuzi featuring Kalani. It's called Bullets and Blades, out now.
And while we're on the topic of Shabuzi, he has got a concert coming up on October 7th at 8 p.m. It'll be at Kemba Live in Columbus, Ohio, and the cheapest tickets are showing $91 each.
Damn, that's expensive. Concerts aren't cheap anymore, man.
Welcome to the real world.
I guess so, yeah.
And while we're on the topic of concerts, Weezer has a concert coming up. It'll be on October 6th at 7 p.m. This one will be at the Nationwide Arena in Columbus, Ohio.
Nice.
And cheapest tickets are showing $78 each.
Ooh.
So cheaper, but still a lot.
Speaking of Weezer, though, while we're here, it's funny that you mentioned that because there's a new release from them coming up too. It's probably why they're touring. They're touring off their new album. It's their 20th studio album, which is insane. I did not know Weezer had that much music. It's their self-titled, but it's also going to be known as the Gold Album, scheduled for release on August 21st. That's really soon.
It's Friday from when we're filming this.
Yeah, that went completely under the radar. I missed that completely, but we're definitely going to check it out, that's for sure.
Yep.
Well, while we're here, I can give you the releases from August to September, some of the releases to expect. First of all, the biggest one is definitely Prince. Yeah, in 2026, you heard the name Prince releasing a new album, technically new. It's called Timeless. It's going to be 10 unreleased tracks from the years of 1977 to 2016. Apparently there's one called Stone already out, but it releases on August 28th, so that's one to keep an eye on, and again, definitely a huge one that we're going to give a listen to when it comes out, because I'm definitely interested in hearing some of the unreleased catalog. Next up, we got the Linda Lindas. Their album Gotta Get Out is going to be on the same day. It's releasing on August 28th. Hopping into September now, we got Neil Pearl releasing his album No One's Disciple. It's out September 23rd. And a couple days after that, September 25th, Tom Morello is releasing a solo album. It is called Everyone Gets Everything They Want. Again, that's releasing September 25th, so keep an eye out for that. Also in the month of September, we got plenty of concerts coming to town, so I'm going to kick it over to my buddy Zach to give you the breakdown for everything coming to town next month.
Alright, starting off in September, we've got Chance the Rapper on September 2nd. That'll be at 8 p.m. at the Andrew J. Brady Music Center.
That's coming up soon. Are their tickets even still available?
Hopefully, from what I saw, the tickets are showing $58 each, but awesome. I don't know if there were any still able to be purchased.
If that's still available, then that's not really that bad at all.
No. And up next, we have ICP. That'll be on
whoop, whoop.
That'll be on September 4th at 7 p.m. This will be at Kemba Live.
That's another one coming up soon.
Yeah. This will be at, again, Kemba Live. The cheapest tickets are $138, so a lot more.
Damn. That's way too much to be spending on ICP of all bands, man. If you're about it, then cool, check it out. But damn, that's expensive.
And up next, we have Shinedown. This will be on September 9th at 8 p.m.
I've heard them a couple times. I've seen them once or twice before. They put on a great live show.
Yeah, I've heard a bit of their music. This one will be at the Andrew J. Brady Music Center once again in Cincinnati, Ohio.
Good to know.
The cheapest tickets are $186 though. And up next, we've got Mr. Worldwide Pitbull.
Nice.
He will be here September 16th at 8 p.m.
Where's he coming to town?
The Blossom Music Center in Cuyahoga Falls, Ohio.
Oh, nice.
So this got lawn tickets and seating tickets.
Okay.
The cheapest for lawn are $62 each, and the cheapest for seating tickets are $110 each.
Not bad, all things considered, honestly. So
especially for that big of an artist.
True, yeah.
And last but not least, we have got Luke Bryan. He will be here September 18th at 5 p.m. at the Miller's Family Farm in Millersport, Ohio.
What are tickets looking like for that one?
$126 for the cheapest.
Wow. There's no cheap concerts coming up soon, dude. That's crazy.
Not anymore, unfortunately.
That sucks, man. And apparently there was supposed to be some Joan Jett shows added to your list, but all her shows out on the road have been canceled for the month of September after she went under surgery for a fractured vertebrae. Sounds painful, doesn't sound like that fun of a situation, so we wish her the best and a speedy recovery. Up next, this story's just insane, man. It's so crazy. Nikki Sixx, the guitarist for Motley Crue, apparently he admitted that the band uses backing tracks live. like, it's not that big of a secret. They don't really hide it that well, honestly. But it's just an insane thing to admit that, like, out loud to the public. And the quote is hilarious, dude. He says, "We enjoy being able to do what we did in the studio live." That doesn't mean what you think it means. Being able to do what you do in the studio, that means having that level of performance quality. That doesn't mean using the actual studio recordings, dude. It's insane. And he went even further in on it. He said, "Since we saw Queen using some to help during the song Bohemian Rhapsody live, we understood that we could bring in elements that we could not do live." That is so insane. The ego that these guys have to compare Motley Crue to fucking Queen. I'm sorry for the language, but this story is just so insane to me. Motley Crue are definitely not the band they used to be. It's very sad to see how those guys let themselves go in terms of the quality of their output. We just need to move on, dude. I'm gonna get too heated about this. It's not worth getting heated about. Let's talk about some more releases, because there's a lot coming out, and all of it is the same day for this round of announcements. It is all going to be released on September 18th. First of all, Anthrax, one of the big four, they're releasing an album called Cursum Perficio. Next up is Beck. You might know him from the most famous track of his, Loser. "I'm a loser, baby, so why don't you kill me?" This album is called Ride Lonesome. Again, September 18th. That's the same for all of these. And next we got Carly Rae Jepsen, the singer famous for her song Call Me Maybe, is releasing Day and Night. And finally, Luke Bryan is releasing Signs, the last release to close out this insane day of releases. We'll try and keep up. We'll try and check out everything we can and give you our thoughts, but there's a lot that's going on just this day alone. And again, these are all releases on September 18th of this year.
And now to take it away, I've got some more concerts. These ones will be for October and November. To start it off, we've got Sex Pistols on October 4th at 8:30 p.m. They will be at Newport, and their cheapest tickets are $78. Up next, we've got the Gorillaz. These will be on October 6th at 7 p.m.
Oh, nice.
They will be the Rocket Arena in Cleveland, Ohio. Cheapest tickets are $94.
Yikes. Long drive and kind of expensive tickets.
Yep, and as I mentioned earlier in the episode, Weezer's is also have their concert that day, so you got to choose which one you want to go to if you like either of them.
Yikes.
Right. And up next, we've got AFI on October 14th at 8 p.m. They will be at the Newport Music Hall in Columbus, Ohio. Cheapest tickets are $53. And up next, we've got the Jonas Brothers. They will be at the Nationwide Arena in Columbus, Ohio on October 16th at 7:30 p.m. Cheapest tickets are showing $159 right now, but they do not go on sale until Friday the 21st at 10 a.m.
All right, so mark your calendars. Keep an eye out for it.
Up next, we've got Five Finger Death Punch. They will also be at the Nationwide Arena in Columbus, Ohio on October 21st at 6:45 p.m. Cheapest tickets are showing $61 each.
That's not bad.
And finally, to round us off with all these concerts, we've got Red Winning Blue. They will be at the Newport Music Hall in Columbus, Ohio on November 20th at 7 p.m. Cheapest tickets are $72.
Up next, we got a bit of a downer. Peter Katzis has passed away. He is known by many as the former manager of Korn, Limp Bizkit, and Audioslave, so he's got a hell of a catalog behind him. He died at 69 years old. That's leaving behind a hell of a legacy. There's probably plenty of people close to him that are disappointed and heartbroken, so our hearts go out to them. We hope they're all doing okay. Unfortunately, like I said earlier, the news cycle keeps on rolling. So next up, we got a double shot of releases that are coming out in October. First, we got October 2nd release for Miranda Lambert and her album Crisco. After that, we're going to the end of the month, October 30th, Devil's Night. We got Nickelback's next album. It's called Everything Under the Sun. Next up, we're going to be talking about Madden. Usually not something worth reporting on, especially on this type of show. But if you're anything like me, and I know I am, you're mainly just here for the soundtracks. So it is an insane lineup of what they've got for this. They got everything from 311 to Any Given Sin, smaller band, but they're cool. They also got Bad Bunny, Audio Slave, Gnarls Barkley, French Montana, DMX is on the soundtrack. We got Paramore, Trivium, Under Oath, Alex Warren too. It's an insane lineup for what they've got on the soundtrack. That's really cool that so many bands are getting grouped in with all of these major mainstream names. And next we've got news with William Shatner. It's a really weird episode, dude. I don't know what to tell you. But apparently he's releasing a metal album. It's called What the F is Heavy Metal. It doesn't have any proper release date yet. We just know it's coming sometime this year. Apparently it is releasing via Cleopatra Records, and it features prominent metal icons and covers of bands like Black Sabbath and Iron Maiden. It sounds insane, and out of curiosity alone, I'm dying to hear what this sounds like whenever it releases. And that's it for me. Hell of a story to end on, so I'm going to pass it over to my buddy Zach for his last bit of tour announcements.
All right, and last but not least, we've got Sonic Temple.
Oh, that's a big one.
It'll be May 13th through the 16th of 2027.
Early this year.
But
no joke, it's probably one of the biggest music festivals in the States, probably.
And for pricing, we've got stadium for all 4 days. It is $400. Field for all 4 days, it's $540. Both of those for all 4 days, it's $565. And parking pass for all 4 days is $150.
Yeah, that's really expensive. Usually I only have the energy for 1 day anyway, so I'm saying I'm going to wait for the single day releases. Usually they do those. I hope they do them again this year. I'm just going to wait for those. I'm waiting for the lineup too. No lineup announcement yet from what I've seen. I don't know if you've seen different.
Nothing yet. Should be there later this year.
Yeah, definitely. I've kept up with the festival in previous years, and they love to do the super early lineup announcement to beg everybody to buy tickets, so you can expect it maybe even soon. I don't know. Alright, well that's it for us. So I'm Tyler.
And I'm Zach.
And we'll see you in the airwaves.